Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle and this is my channel, Simply Lenisse Crochet. Today I'm going to teach you how to do a leggy frog, how to crochet a leggy frog. This is the yarn that I'm going to be using. It's by Hobby Lobby. I'm going to be using my 4.5mm hook, and then I'm going to have my stitch marker. Alright, so then let's begin. All right, so then for the first row, we're going to start with chain 11. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So it should look like this. Now, on our second row, we are going to do 2 single crochet in the second stitch. So this would be counting from the hook. So this is 1, and this would be 2. So on the very second chain, we will do 2 single crochet in the same stitch. So that is 1 and 2. Now we are going to crochet a single crochet throughout the chain. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so then that's 8. And then on the last one, we're going to be doing 3 single crochet. And you guys are going to see how I'm going to be turning, and we're going to be working on the other side of the chain. So on this last one, we're going to do 1, 2, 3. We're going to turn around our work, our project, and we are going to continue with this chain right here. So now we're going to be doing 9 single crochet across all the stitches left. So we have 1, and I'm going to start crocheting over this yarn end, that way we don't have to sew it. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So then this is our second row. I'm going to go ahead and put the stitch marker at the end. We're not going to be joining, we're just going to continue crocheting in rounds. So now for our third round, we're going to do 3 single crochet. So we start with 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to be doing 3 half double crochet in the next stitch. So we go 1, 2, and 3. All right, so now we're going to continue doing 5 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Our next stitch is going to be another 3 half double crochet on the next stitch, all together in one stitch. So that's going to be 1, 2, and 3. Now for the rest of the round, we will crochet 12 single crochets across until we get back to the stitch marker. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now we're done with our third round and we're back to our stitch marker. All right, so now we're going to do round 4. So we're going to start with doing 3 single crochets. So we do 1, 2, 3. And next we're going to do 3 single crochet together. So we do 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to continue with 5 single crochet. So we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to decrease again, doing the 3 single crochet together. So we go, oops, 1, 2, 3, and that is our 3 single crochet decrease. Now for the rest of the round, we're going to crochet 12 single crochet until we get back to the stitch marker. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So as you can see, it is now forming the shape of our leggy frog. The next rounds are going to be 3 rounds of single crocheting all around. So this is going to be for our rounds 5th, 6th, and 7th. We're just going to do single crochet all around, and then when we're done, we'll continue. I'll meet you guys there. Let me at least show you the first round of the single crochet. This is going to be our 5th round. So when we say single crochet, it's just single crocheting all around. Okay, so we're going to continue doing the same until we go back to the stitch. When you get back to the stitch, you start over with your new round. All right, so I am now done with my 7th round. This is what it's supposed to be looking like. And I have my stitch marker. Now well, actually, no, let me move it to my last stitch. Okay, there. So now this is my stitch marker. Now we're going to continue from this part here. All right, so now we're just going to start doing our first frog leggy arm. We're going to do 2 single crochet, 1, 2, and then we're going to do another single crochet. And in that same stitch, we're going to do chain 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to place the stitch marker on our last chain. Let me go get another one because this one is supposed to stay here. Okay, so our last chain, it was chain 10. We're going to have our stitch marker just right here. Now we're going to do the tiny little fingers. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do a slip stitch back on that chain where we have the marker, and now we're going to do the same thing until we have 3. So that was 1. Now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch. So now if you see, it forms a tiny hand. And you can take the stitch marker out. We can use it for the next frog leggy arm. And now we're going to do a slip stitch all the way back to our original single crochet, which would be 9. So let's make sure that it's not twisted. Okay. All right, so let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then this is the single crochet. So one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one's going to be very tight. Okay, so our last one, there goes our 9th. Now we're going to crochet on the next stitch, just like that. So now we have our first froggy little arm. Now we're going to do 7 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so right now we're going to do our second arm. So we're going to do single crochet. It's going to be the same step as this one. So single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have the marker. 1, 2, 3. We go back to the same chain. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch. Okay, that one looks better. Okay, you can take the marker off, make sure that it's not twisted, and now we're going to be doing our 9 slip stitch until we get back to the original single crochet. So we do 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, so now we're going to be doing a single crochet on the next one. And we're going to be doing 9 single crochets stitches all around until we go back to the stitch marker. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, now we're going to be moving our stitch marker. Okay, and this is how it's looking so far. All right, so then on our next round, which is round number 9, we're going to be doing a single crochet all around, and we're going to be skipping the arm, and we're going to be doing it this way. We're going to do 3 single crochets, so that's 1, 2, 3. All right, so now we're going to continue doing 9 single crochet, and we're going to start with this one right here. So just skip the arm, and on the first single crochet, start with the first one so we can do 9 until we get back to the other arm. So this would be 1, and you can do it tight. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And now we're going to be doing 10 single crochet stitches until we're back to the stitch marker. So this is going to be our first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so now we're going to be moving our stitch marker to the end of our row number 9. And this is how it's supposed to be looking. Now we are going to do our next rounds, which is going to be round number 10 through 17 is going to be doing just single crochet all around. So I will meet you back at round number 17. Okay guys, I really tried doing it without turning on the light because I rather do my tutorials with a natural light, but it was getting dark. So just so we can see the finished part of our tutorial, we're just doing it with the night light. So this is how it's going to be looking like after you are done with rows 10th through 17th. And now we're going to be doing the last part. We're going to, well, first let me just move my stitch marker. All right, so now we're going to be doing a single crochet until we're at this end of our row. For me, typically is 5 stitches. So if you end up being just further, just continue crocheting until you are at the end, or if you're almost close, just do a few stitches. As long as you are here at the end, because our last stitch is going to be to just crochet everything together so it's closed, and then we're also going to be doing the legs. So our goal is just to be on this end. I will do 5 single crochets. So we're going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, so now let's go ahead and insert the eyes because pretty soon we're going to be closing our froggy. Okay, so I don't know if it's noticeable since we had the night light. Wherever we had placed the 3 half double crochet together, that's where I'm going to be placing the eyes. So there's 1. Okay, and then this is the other 3 half double crochet increase. No, well, let's see. No, it needs to be a little bit on the corner. So like right in the center of that 3 half double crochet. Yep, I think they're fine. So now you're going to go ahead and secure them. That's 1. And that's the other one. Okay, now let's continue. Okay, another thing that we're going to start doing before we close our leggy frog is do the stuffing. And I'm going to do just a little bit. It really doesn't have to be stuffed all the way because we do want the frog to keep our square flat shape as much as you can. So just a tiny bit more, so just like a small pillow. So just keep moving it around. Make sure that it is all the way to the corners since this is a square. Okay, so I think this is going to be enough for our stuffing. Now we're going to be moving our stitch marker to the last single crochet of the row. Okay, and now we're going to start with our last row. So we're going to fold it together. The next stitches that we're going to be doing are going to be with both the back part of the crochet froggy and the front part. And we're going to start by doing 3 single crochet. So this is our next one, and we're going to use the one in the back, which is actually going to be the one where we had the stitch marker. Okay, so that's 1. 2. And 3. So after our 3rd stitch, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 12. We're going to use our stitch marker because now we're going to do the tiny little fingers, and we're going to be doing 1, 2, 3, back to the stitch marker, and we do a slip stitch. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, back to the marker, slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, and then back to the marker, and now you have the small foot, I guess, because this one is going to be for the leg. Now I'm going to remove my stitch marker, and we're going to do slip stitch all the way until we're back to the original single crochet, which it's going to be 11. Make sure that it's not curling. All right, so we're going to be doing 11 slip stitches until we're back to the original single crochet. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. All right, now we're going to keep folding our leggy froggy, and we're going to continue by doing 4 single crochet on the next ones, and we're going to be using both sides. So here we go. 1, pull it tight. 2, 3, and 4. So on that 4th single crochet, we're going to be doing 12 chains so we can do our last leg. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm just going to hold on to the last stitch so I don't have to use the stitch marker again. So 1, 2, 3, and we go to that last stitch. We do the slip stitch. That's 1 tiny finger. Now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and we're going back to the first chain, slip stitch. Now we have 2 tiny fingers. Now 1, 2, 3, and we're going back to the original chain, and we do a slip stitch, and now we have another tiny foot. Now our next step is going to be doing 11 slip stitches until we're back to the original single crochet. Make sure that it's not curling, and we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and somewhere in here is number 11. The last one is always going to be tight. All right, there we go. Now make sure that you have stuffed your froggy the way that you want it, because this is your last chance. Now we're going to finish the project with our last 3 single crochet. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna, no, let me see what it will look like with 4. I don't want it to look uneven. No, I'm gonna still do 3, and then I'm gonna slip stitch here at the end, just so it doesn't look like it's just going sideways. So let me go get the scissors. Okay. There we go. So here we go. This is our final result. This is our leggy froggy. It's up to you if you want to do the mouth. I don't like to do the embroider. Sometimes I feel like I mess up the project after so much hard work, because that is not something that I'm used to doing. So it's up to you if you want to just add the mouth. You can just do some blush if you want. But other than that, here you go. I'll leave some pictures for you. I know that it looks a little bit darker now with the light. Sorry, my camera died, but this is the end result. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. If you want to purchase the actual PDF pattern, I do have it on my Etsy at Lenisse Crochet on Etsy. I hope you guys like this video. See you next time. Bye.